I know friends and family who've always been compared and made to feel little less because of their skin color or those beauty standards that we've created in this society. I would apply 100 creams. I would have so much acne. I put myself through so much. I wouldn't want to leave home. I would just stay at home thinking that, oh, people just keep looking at my pimples and they talk. They don't look into my eyes. From Bollywood, we have Deepika Padukone and all of them doing solid work. And I hope it changes soon before we're all older. And then they released a poster which had mine on top. And yesterday, we just shot the scene yesterday. And he said, you know what, on the title cards, I'm going to make sure your name comes up first.
You earn a lot of respect and admiration when you said no uh, to a fairness cream ad that was worth 2 crore rupees, and all across the world, people have really been talking about that. Now that is what is called actually standing up for what you believe in, and that's a lot of money.
But I I think I've always been this very simple person. Money hasn't been something that I'm drawn to, but uh, it's another personal choice because I know friends who uh, I cannot blame them for any. I can't blame anybody for their choices. But when you look at a greater population of people who are affected by few choices that we make, I think that's when I have to take a stand. Um, I know friends and family who've always been compared and made to feel little less because of their skin color or those beauty standards that we've created in this society. And it oh, why am I talking like it's a alien person? It's me. Even before Premam, I would apply 100 creams. I would have so much acne. I put myself through so much. I wouldn't want to leave home. I would just stay at home thinking that, oh, people just keep looking at my pimples and they talk. They don't look into my eyes. So I had problems about that. I had serious issues. But after Premam, they accepted me with all of that. They liked me more. And I saw how much it influenced children or the young teens, whoever felt that, oh, she's been liked though she has these on. So that made me feel a lot more powerful. So in that way, I was glad that uh, they were able to connect to me, and I wanted to give back whatever they gave to me. They made me feel confident about myself, and I think in return it was my duty to influence, not influence, but at least make them feel like they're not alone in this. So yeah, that's why and it's not like I had everything figured out from the beginning. It's not like I came into the industry thinking this is what I stand for, this is what I'm going to do. I go because of I just go through I think this is comfortable for me. I would like to do this because I've seen my sister go through a lot. I'm a tone fairer, and sometimes my sister wouldn't eat vegetables and fruits. So my mom would say, if you eat them, you'll grow fair. So she would eat something that she didn't like just to grow fair. So that used to hurt me because I had someone at home who did what she didn't like to grow fair. And it kind of hurt me. And I thought, I need to stand up for that. I need to, at least for my sister's sake. Otherwise, what do I do with all that money if I don't give her some sort of solace? So yeah, it was a personal choice.
Talking about discussions, there's also this discussion right now in I think all the industries, be it South as well as Bollywood, about the portrayal of women in movies. Um, what is your opinion on it? Do you think that things are changing? It's becoming a more level playing field, and maybe there's more equality.
Too soon for me to talk about equality because it's a mindset that needs to be. It's not on films alone, even in the sets, that things need to change. Uh, mm, but in terms of scripts, I see that a lot of better content are being better scripts and characters are written for women, or at least the ones that I'm receiving compared to what it was, or the frequency of how many I received has increased over a period of time. And again, thanks to all those senior actors, say from Bollywood, we have Deepika Padukone and all of them doing solid work. And over here down south, we have Nayanthara ma'am, and we have Anushka, and all of them who play such roles. And when people go and watch, I think producers believe that, okay, all right, so content is everything. You give a proper role, anybody would want to come and watch it, male or female, irrespective of gender. If it's good cinema, people would want to come and watch. So it took few films and a lot of it's not that we've reached here in a day. There was a lot of work done for us to come here, and I'm glad that I'm here at this point, and I think it would get better. I'm looking at it as a positive thing. Things are getting better, but in terms of what happens in the sets and the environment that we've created, I think it's going to take a while longer, because that exists everywhere. Even in our in the hospital that I worked in Georgia, I remember my gynecologist, actually, my teacher, she told me that she was as hardworking as her male counterpart, but then he was given the head of the department, and she worked really hard for it. So I used to, it's not just in that scenario, it exists everywhere, and it needs to change, but I hope it changes soon before we're all older.
Okay, and do you think that there's an element of cultural element as well? Because the Malayalam society is maybe different from what Telugu society is, or Tamil or Kannada society, and same with, say, Mumbai culture as well. Is it cultural as well?
No, in Telugu, actors and actresses are pampered. I'll give you that. We are pampered, but in Malayalam it's different. Everybody is equal. You can be the cheta who gives you tea. You can be the director. You can be the producer. You just need to stand there for a while to get a chair. People don't run around the minute you walk in. So I think over there work comes first. But here they try to make the actor feel more comfortable in that environment. So before you enter in, there'll already be a chair for you, and then you'll have to go there. You get it. So it's the amount of pampering that we get over here. But there, it's more focused on work. We come inside, you need to stand until your shot's done. So I've seen that difference. But in terms of how we treated, I wouldn't comment much, because up until now I've worked with the best of crews and all of that. I told you, Shekhar Kamula and the rest of the actors whom I worked with, they were they made sure I was comfortable. So I was never put at a spot like that, but it does exist. It does exist. Yeah, I would be able to say more if it was a personal experience, but I'm unable to comment because I cannot draw it from anyone else.
No problem. And I think a lot of this change that is there between the male actors and the female actors has to come from the male actors as well. Because I think they have to show magnanimity as well in many ways. Many of them they tend to do that. Even in Bollywood, for example, we have several examples. Do you think that is changing? Do you think some of it that is there, do you find it refreshing and positive?
I'm working with Rana Daggubati on a film. So it's for Virata Parvam. And that guy is phenomenal. Generally, on a poster, I've seen whether it's female oriented or it has a huge hero, but the woman has a bigger part. I've always seen the guy's name first. And then they released a poster which had mine on top. And yesterday, we just shot the scene yesterday, and he said, you know what, on the title cards, I'm going to make sure your name comes up first before mine. So this is not something that I want. I want the film to work. I want people to watch it. I want them to be drawn into a particular world. That's all I think about. But here there's a guy who goes a step forward and he says, this film is about you. I want this to be yours. So let me do that on the title card. It'll be your name first. So it takes something. It takes a lot of confidence. It takes a lot of you need to be so sure of how you feel and how powerful you feel that you don't need this for yourself. If it's there, if it's hers, she needs it. You don't need a guy's name forward. You don't need someone who is much more famous. So in that way, I think Rana is someone who I felt was very open, and he thinks everybody is equal. So I haven't even seen a slight tinge of him feeling that one is bigger than the other or anything. So it's a huge blessing working with him.
Even Shah Rukh Khan has decided that in all his films, the credit of the actress will be coming
That's,
first, and
that's
then
nice.
his name will be coming. And
That's nice.
that has happened with Deepika's name coming first.
Actually, we don't think about it. I think it's always such a way where I don't think about it. Okay, it's his name which comes first. It's already a given thought in your head that you just don't need your name to be there. But when it's said out loud, saying that it's yours, you need to be there, you deserve to be there. And when you don't have to fight for it, there's already someone telling you that, educating you, telling that that needs to be there. It's different. The producers, everybody is shocked and they're so welcoming of that thought. And I think that's how you spread this kind of a thought. So, yeah. I'm glad that this is already existing in Bollywood,
Great.
and here we have Rana.